Her mother is Australian, Chinese.
मिथ्या है मन को।
चालू होगा, ठीक है।
सबके दिल में प्रभु प्यार भरते चलो, सबके दिल में प्रभु प्यार भरते चलो।
सबसे उत्तम यही सेवा करते चलो,
सबके दिल में प्रभु प्यार चलो।
साथ प्रभु का जिसे उसको गम है नहीं, ज्ञान इतना भी दीपक से कम है नहीं,
कम नहीं सबके मन का अंधेरा भरते चलो, सबसे उत्तम यही सेवा करते चलो। सबके दिल में प्रभु प्यार भरते चलो। संदेश दो चलना है लौट अब शांति के को, शांति के देश को, शांति सागर से संबंध करते चलो।
सबसे उत्तम यही से करते चलो,
सबके दिल में प्रभु भरते चलो।
Om Shanti. Good evening, all from Asia and whoever is listening. Doing bhakti, still saying Baba, Baba, Baba in everything. Whatever success they are, they say Baba. Just as in bhakti, Bhagat think that everything that's happening is according to Baba's desire, God's desire. In the same way, some Brahmins are still thinking and talking Baba, Baba, Baba all the time. Now, according to me, everything starts now in Sangam Yuga. Whatever system, custom in Sangam Yuga, some of them are still carried out in Bhakti. For example, offering bhog. Some Brahmins take it's a bhakti, but in fact it's Gyan. That is, thank Baba for giving us this meal. Remember Baba to purify the food. We offer Baba the food as a friend, inviting him to come and eat with us. Second thing is we do everything with understanding the meaning of Rakhi, purpose of Rakhi, that we are promising Baba to be completely pure, renounce our vices, weaknesses, and imbibe virtues. So every Rakhi, we promise Baba. We introspect ourselves. What I had to imbibe. All the festivals like Diwali, Janmashtami, Shivratri, we celebrate. Bhakti also they celebrate. But we celebrate knowing the significance of the festival, what Baba is doing now, what Krishna had done, what Shiv Baba has done when he incarnated during Sangam Yuga, what he has done. Now the first set of questions that I have received is role of individual in success, in being obstacle-free, bringing Laukiks closer to Yajna. What is individual's role? Answer is, our yoga power and love for Murli has helped in bringing Laukiks into Gyan, or bringing some of the mothers and fathers in bondage to be free from bondage. I'll give example of couple of brothers from Bombay. There was one mother in Gyan for a long time. Her sister was in Gyan. Her one son and daughter also were in Gyan. Now, her husband wasn't in Gyan. So what she was doing is, she kept on coming to classes, and she had immense love for Murli, good in yoga. Few times, her husband threw her out of the house, and she had to go to her mother's place. And whenever he invited, after a few months, she came back to her husband's place. Now her husband came once to center and started fighting. He had studied the scriptures, he was an expert in Sanskrit. He said, please don't allow my wife to come to center. And I said, this is God's house or temple. In temple, priest will not tell any Hindu not to come. So I won't tell her not to come. But if you don't want your wife to come, you stop her at home. And once around 10 p.m., when this mother was dressed only in night dress, he threw her out of house, that you are not satisfying my desire, why you are here? So she spent whole night in terrace and came only in the morning when milkman came and he had to open the door. Now because of her Gyan, yoga and tapasya, she was free from bondage, and now her husband is in Gyan. Second mother was childless, and her husband was not allowing her to remain pure. But she continued to come to classes, and Dadi gave her permission to come to Madhuban also. So because of her tapasya and dharana, she was able to bring her husband in Gyan. Now he is in Gyan and very serviceable soul in the center. Then there was one brother who was in bondage, or her wife was opposing the celibacy aspect. He used to come to class, well, but she continued to harass him. She once went on railway track to commit suicide. Once she put kerosene on her body and was to set herself on fire. But because of this brother's Jnana, Yoga and Tapasya, she was in Gyan at the end. So that's the individual role. Individual roles in transformation of Laukiks in Gyan, effect of transformation. In Australia, parents of BKs, especially in the beginning, most of the BKs were brothers. The parents were in not Gyan, and they were wondering what's happened to their children. No girlfriend, no boyfriend, no parties, no drinks. So they were a bit concerned. Mostly nobody had bondage, but they had concern. When they saw the transformation of their children, they were very happy. Remember, one of the brother was in Gyan. He was very peaceful and happy, but sometimes stage. He left Gyan and become bit peaceless. So his father told him, "Why have you stopped going to classes? When you were going to classes, you were behaving so nicely." Now, role of still individual, love and care taken by Yagya or Madhubanvasi, how they have brought some people close to Baba or Yagya. A story of my Lokik brother. When I came to Gyan, he was so upset with Usha, who had brought me in Gyan. Once he told, "I feel like shooting Usha." So he was going on pilgrimage in Rajasthan, and Yogini recommended that he should visit Mount Abu and stay in Pandavavar. And he and his wife agreed to stay in Pandavavar. And they were not coming to class or yoga or anything. They might have stayed only 2-3 days. They used to go for a walk and sightseeing and all. But the brother who was serving in dining area, he served so much with love that at the end of Pandav Bhavan visit, my brother started saying Om Shanti to me and other Brahmins. Now, for my example, my parents were concerned when I came to Gyan, because my father had heard from his business colleague that Brahma Kumaris will loot your daughter and she will not get married, and because many of them were Sindhis. But because my father was open-minded and had love and trust in me, he tried me to persuade not to be in Gyan through his scripture learned friends saying, "Oh, scriptures are not wrong, your Gyan is wrong," etc., etc. But he allowed me to continue Gyan. Not only that, but he used to be very cooperative. He gave me my money that he had saved for dowry, for opening center. And whenever there was function, I used to request for car. He used to send car and driver. Because of my request, he used to attend function. He came to see Mama, Baba, etc. He came to see the exhibition, which was explained by Jagdish Bhai. So he didn't believe in Gyan, but he was cooperative. Now, second question is role of Bap Dada in our success. Baba empowers us. remembrance will empower us. Second, when we have courage, Baba helps. Thirdly, one step we move forward, Baba comes 100 steps forward. And I remember one Lokik story of a priest. Priest was caught in flood, and what he did is, because his house was flooded, he went on the top of his house and sat there, and he wanted God to help him. So he was waiting for God to come. But some aeroplane came, some people came to help him. He didn't move. And he was complaining to God, "Oh, why are you not helping me?" And God said, "But I sent so many people to help you. Why didn't you take the help?" Now the third question is asked, what is the role of drama in our success, in being obstacle-free? And I would say, yes, drama also plays a part in our success or being obstacle-free. I'll give my own experience. When I went first time to New Zealand, I ended in Auckland. It was 75, 76. At the end of my first 4 or 5 months in Australia in 75, I went to New Zealand. When I landed, I was supposed to go to bus terminal in Auckland, and somebody from Auckland Divine Light Society was supposed to come and pick me up at city bus terminus. And when I got down from the bus around 1 a.m., there was nobody to pick me up. And that was not the days of mobile phone that I can ring on mobile phone to that ashram, that who is coming and when he's coming and all. So when nobody had come, I took taxi, and on my invitation letter, they had the address. And I didn't know it was the address of office. So at 1 a.m., when I went to the address, it was the office and big gate and everything completely closed. So I was a bit confused now what to do. So taxi driver was so kind and helpful that he said, "Come on, let us see the telephone and ring the ashram." So he paid his own coins to ring the ashram, And the ashram talked to me and said, Paul was coming to pick you up, but his car was not moving, so he could not come. So this driver took me to the ashram, which was about 8 kilometers from the city center, and I paid him over there. So drama was there that I got such help. And in many cases, drama works. And finally, the question is role of advanced party souls in bringing success. So what I think is, when we read their stories or hear their stories, some of their qualities inspire us in our practical life. And to tell you truth, I established faith in Bap Dad by listening to yajna stories. And when I listened to the miracles done by Bap Dada and the help that some of those dadis received from, and there is vacancy, so this Brahman would ask the boss, my friend needs the job. And manager will say, oh, your friend, you are so honest. So your friend must be honest. Okay, bring him. Thirdly, it may be the quality of that soul got the job. Because if the individual has got good qualification, good experience, they will give the job. I remember the story that Brij Mohan Bhai told once, how he got job, the first job. He said he was in one city and the job was advertised in Punjab. So he was going in the train. In the same train, many other youths who had the same degree of chartered accountant were going, and everybody was having good qualification, and in the train they were discussing about how much pay they will ask and how everything they were discussing. And Brij Mohan Bhai thought, oh, they might get the chance and I may not get chance because my marks are not so many in that final exam. But what happened that when the interviewer asked him, how much salary you want? He said, whatever you give. He didn't have any expectation. And so he got the job. Now, next is Mr. Bakshi's story. He is an aeroplane engineer in Melbourne, and what he was working for Ansett Airlines, and Ansett Airline became bankrupt, and suddenly one day closed the door. So most of the staff lost their job. Most of the passengers lost their ticket. They came to airport and airport was shut. So without pre-notice, one day the airport was shut for Ansett Airlines. But because Ansett Airlines had to keep the aeroplanes, maintain them, so Mr. Bakshi didn't lose a job for one day. And that airline and planes were taken by Virgin Airlines. And Virgin Airlines also employed him. So his efficiency has kept his job. And I remember one story that recently I read in newspaper, that there was one CEO and he was retiring. So he invited all junior CEOs and said, I will want to give my position to person who does a good job. So he had brought some boiled seeds of flowers. And what he did is, he gave everybody some seeds and said, I will see you after 1 year and see who has done the good job. So what others had done is, when they saw the seeds are not growing plant, what they did is brought another seed and came with nice flower pots at the time of 1 year, at the end of 1 year. Whereas there was only one individual who was really honest, and he came with the pot without any flowers. So everybody was laughing, everybody were laughing at him. And he was also feeling shy that there was no flowers. But he got the job because he was honest. So individuals' efficiency and honesty can give the job or keep the job. Next question is, we are driving to a big service program for Dadi, where we are the main service instruments, and we needed a car park. We thank Baba because we got a car park in the city. Did Baba organize that park? Because he knows that it was essential for service? I would say it was drama. It was our good fortune. And we usually say, "Wah Baba, wah my fortune, wah drama." So it's all the three playing the part. Next is, I do a commentary. And someone says, "Oh, that was great." And I say, "Baba did it." Did Baba really do it all? What happens is, if we are doing anything in Baba's remembrance, it may be 10% personal efficiency, but it will be 90% Baba's help. Just as Dadi always used to say, my role is 5-10%, Baba's role is 90%. So it is done nicely, naturally, and comes out great. So when I thank Baba, that is my humility. So rather than me accepting that praise and having ego, because I say, "Baba help me," it becomes my humility. Next question is, my partner is not cooperative and making it difficult for me to be in Gyan. Over the 6 months, everything changes miraculously. Did Baba perform that miracle? So as I mentioned in previous stories, yes, Baba, secondly drama, and thirdly, this person's Gyan and Yoga and Dharana did the miracle. Next question is about health issue. I have a heart condition and need tablets to stay well. I don't take my tablets to Madhuban because I think Baba will look after me and tablets are not necessary. Whilst I'm in Madhuban, I have no problem. Did Baba take care of me? I would say faith in Baba brought her success. And secondly, Madhuban's vibration also helped the soul. Next question is, I am traveling in India and my bag stolen, along with insulin that I depend on to stay alive. I am desperate as I cannot buy anywhere in the small village where I am. I talk to Baba, and suddenly there is a traveler who is also a diabetic and who provides the insulin. Save me. I would say drama helped me. And secondly, it was my good fortune that that person offered me. Next is Baxter Retreat Center. Apparently, there was only just enough money for the deposit, but it was fully paid off within 1 year. So this is because family support, because all family members who took benefit over there wanted to support financially. But how is family? Because of Baba, we have this family. If there was no Baba, no family, no support. Next question is Harmony Hall in Gyan Sarovar. Apparently, Baba was not happy when it was completed, as it doesn't hold enough people.
Really?
Please comment on the role of individuals, drama, Baba, and advance party. In fact, Gyan Sarovar construction was done because of zeal and enthusiasm of Prakashmani Dadi, BKs, because they gave their physical support of Karma Yoga. They were staying in Pandav Bhavan, traveling every day to Gyan Sarovar, came back and slept in Pandav Bhavan. Engineers who work day and night. So it was done in a short time, and when we started the construction, there wasn't enough money. But Dadiji inspired everybody, put 1 rupees in Baba's box. And there was separate Baba's box for the center and separate for Gyan Sarovar. So it was a role of individuals mainly and drama. Now, next set of questions from another source. My friend, a BK, who lives nearby in a village, she said staying in a city, and friend from nearby village comes to visit me and brings food cooked in her house, as it is their traditional custom. Our whole family, all are BK. In this practice, is this practice bhakti, and it is okay for us to accept that food? What is the Srimat in this practice? To bring food, as she said, is customary. And as she mentioned, she is accepting that food. But if I were there, I wouldn't accept that food cooked by my Agyani friend. I will sweetly request my friend not to bring any more. If she really wants, she can bring fruits, nuts, etc. Because I'm sure that rather than cooked food, she may love to bring some fruits, nuts, packet of tea, or some soft drink, etc. Second question is coming to center and leaving center. We love to go first to Baba's room and before leaving also likewise. We also do that Amrit Vela. Before going to main hall, we go to Baba's room. Is it bhakti? No, it is Gyani BK's practice, which is continuing in bhakti. Because in bhakti, what they do is, before going out from home, they bow down to their deity image or picture in their house. They light incense stick or earthen lamp, diya. So they do that prayer before going out of home and on the way. If there is any temple, outside temple, they may not go in the temple, but from outside, they will bow down their head or join their hand and say, Om Shanti or Namaste or Hari Om or whatever it is. So a bhakti carry on this our Gyani tradition. Third question is putting up fresh flower garland around Baba's room, translate, and also lighting up incense sticks. Is this bhakti practice either in home or center? No, likewise, my last answer, it's a Gyani practice which Bhagats follow.
But Didi, it's very cultural, no? In Australia, we would never do this, put flowers on a translight.
No, here we do.
Oh.
Here we do. Especially like Dadi's day, we had picture of Dadi and had garland around it.
So like a cultural
or
thing?
18th January, we have Brahma Baba's picture and decorate Baba's room with garland, Tower of Peace with so much flowers and garlands and all. So we do it. But incense stick, we light for cleaning the atmosphere of the room. And whether it's Bhakat or Gyani, we do it. I do meditation in my house with all pictures of religious founders. With Shiv Baba's picture in the middle. Am I doing bhakti or Raj Yoga meditation? Because in my home, our family is of various faiths. Because we have intermarriages, some are Christians, some are Hindus, some are Brahman. We are all living together as an extended family under one roof. I'm the only BK. What shall I do? I will ask this person, do the other members also sit and pray around there? Are these pictures in a public area, means in a sitting room or whatever it is? Personally, if I were in your situation, I would keep only Shiv Baba's picture in my bedroom and meditate there. Lastly, I just took Raj Yoga course 3 months ago. I made a promise to Lord Ganesha to stay pure lifelong. However, my parents, who know of my promise to Lord Ganesha, have arranged for a pure marriage with a boy of their choice. How can I escape this plan of my parents? I think, even if I have seen in my practical life, even if both partners are in Gyan, they are not able to maintain celibacy after living together. Now, a boy that your parents have chosen is not in Gyan. I doubt whether he will follow celibacy. Now, if you are adult, if you are earning money and can be independent, be strict with your parents. And if required, leave home and stay with friends or alone independently. And keep your promise to Lord Ganesh and Shiv Baba, because Shiv Baba also advises not to get married or follow celibacy lifelong. Om Shanti. Now, whatever questions we have received now.
So, Didi, Brother Tim from Baxter is asking, what about some souls who have so much respect for some speakers in Gyan, like Shivani Ben, that their adoration kind of becomes like bhakti? No, it's not love, it's not appreciation, it becomes almost like worshipping the soul. Have you had that experience where somebody just all the time, Didi, 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 all the time? How does it feel? Is that bhakti or Gyan?
I would say when somebody is praising someone or somebody is very impressed by someone, I won't say it's a bhakti. It's a impurity in a subtle way. That rather thinking that Shiv Baba has made Shivani such a good speaker.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, Shivani is such a good speaker. So they are impressed by Shivani. And that is subtle sex lust or impurity. To be impressed is subtle impurity. So I don't think it's a bhakti unless they wear Shivani's photo in their
Locket.
necklace or put Shivani's photo in their pocket or all the time say Shivani, 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 etc. That's not bhakti.
So another question is, Baba says to burn our old sanskar, we need to have yoga. But sometimes souls say we first need to look inside, find out what is our sanskars, then deal with them one by one. Then only can we burn them. It's almost like therapy. Is this a form of bhakti also?
It's not bhakti. It's some sanskar of foreigners to dig down in the past and find out the cause. That they want to find out the cause before treating themselves. So I think it's not bhakti.
Then somebody is saying, how can we overcome challenges in our Lokik responsibilities and all the commitments we have? Is it just Gyan and yoga? Or do we need to use our intellect and be clever and sort things out, I guess?
Baba always says, if you are on godly service, challenges will come. But if I think Baba is Karavanhar, I am Karanhar, I will be responsible instrument. Face challenges, but remain light. I think I have given example of Dadi Prakashmani last time, or in some of the lectures, that Dadi had responsibility of 1 million Brahmins, so many centers in India, but she was always light. She had many challenges. In construction of Gyan Sarovar itself, council was putting so many obstacles that this is not right, your gate is not right, the height is not right, this, that, etc. But she never became tense or uptight. She was so light that as soon as she used to put her head on pillow at night, within 1 minute, she used to go to sleep. You would see her in the Amrit Vela, she's fresh. You see her at 10 o'clock at night, she's fresh, light, cheerful, happy all the day, in spite of all responsibilities and challenges.
Didi, why do we have Shiv Baba and Brahma Baba's pictures? Does this help us to improve Gyan Yoga Dharana? Shouldn't we be able to have yoga without the picture?
Yeah, we can have yoga without pictures. Nobody is telling you to have Bap Dada's picture or any picture. But new ones need it, because we are used to have human images of deities in front of us. We are used to have either earthen lamp or some incense stick in front of us whilst doing prayer. So that bhakti also we are, at least we have bhakti sanskars of 63 births. So to come to Gyan and be totally independent of any pictures, we need to keep pictures, because in centers there are so many variety of people coming, and they are still getting used to Gyan from Bhakti. Because nowadays, especially during Bap Dada's season, many souls come who have still quite a few Bhakti sanskars. They will wash feet before going everywhere.
Some of them do namaskar.
Some of them put coins in Baba's box. When they come to Baba's room, whichever Baba's room, they will put some coins. So they have still Bhakti sanskar. So we have to have pictures. At least in centers, Madhuban.
I suppose more in India, no, Didi, where there is more deity worship and...
Yeah, especially in India. But even in centers, all Brahmins will emphasize. Because in London also, they don't have lecture in the main auditorium. But when it is Brahman class, they put up Brahma Baba's picture. When it is public program, it's just Shiv Baba.
So now, Didi, in Bhakti, they offer bhog to departed souls every year. We say that this is ignorance, but we still offer bhog to Brahmins. What's the difference between their offering bhog and our offering bhog? Like for Dadiji, we offer every year. For Mama, we offer like that.
Main thing is, naturally, once a year, after main advanced party souls have left the body, we are offering bhog. Not for everybody. We offer bhog for 18 January, Mama's Day, Dadi's Day,
Didi's
Didi's
Day.
Day, or in Ansarovar, Manohar Dadi's Day. But mostly we offer for everybody else, whichever Dadi, on Thursday, not on the day of their leaving the body. I think advanced party souls, they have done a very good job of inspiring us. And so to remember them and offer bhog once a year is not bhakti. It's really a gyan.
Another interesting question now is, do you know anybody, any Brahmin, senior, who does no bhakti and is only, like they don't do anything out of misunderstanding? Would you be like that, Didi? That you don't do anything just for the sake of culture?
There are many people, not only one, but there are many who are totally jnani. Means whatever practice we are doing, it with knowledge and understanding. So I would say 70% Brahmins are doing everything with Gyan. Because sometimes intellectual Brahman are really not able to know what is bhakti and what is Gyan. Especially Australia and Germany, we had so much opposition from even instruments staying in center to oppose whatever we are doing in centers. Like songs of Madhuban played in Australia, kurta pajama worn by sisters, the long hair kept by sisters. So much opposition I had to face for so many years because they think, oh, this should not be Brahman practice in Australia.
They don't understand maybe the essence behind the practice rather than copying
No,
directly.
they were more Australian culture consciousness rather than Brahman culture consciousness. Because they wanted Australian to behave as an Australian, not as a Brahman.
And is there a way we can meet the two together? So you're still maintaining the purity of the dress, even if you don't want to look Indian. You can wear long shirts, you can do something different, no? There is a way. Okay, you don't want Hindi songs because you don't feel any bhavna, but you could still play some Baba's English songs or something, no?
Because some Brahmins wanted Madhuban songs to be played at traffic control. And some Brahmins said, no, we should not play that. We should play only instrumental songs.
I know Jayanti Ben in Global House doesn't play Hindi songs because she says the public are coming. And you know, it's not easy to explain to them what we are doing then with Hindi songs. One person is saying that I never offered bhog even before Gyan in my bhakti days. And I have no interest in offering bhog for Didi, Dadi, all this. Is it okay?
I don't think. You are not real Brahman. The one who does not offer bhog to Baba is not real Brahman. Baba used to tell, Dadi Janki tells her experience. She was sick and not cooking anything. So Brahma Baba said, okay, you are sick, but Baba is not sick. You should cook, offer and eat. So Baba wanted her to eat because she is offering. And also Dadi used to say, those who are not offering to Baba, they are thief. Because Baba is giving them and they are not offering to Baba.
Yeah. Visions is a bhakti sanskar, and yet at the end, in the beginning of the yajna and the end of the yajna, we will have visions. But this will be a different kind of vision, no?
Why can you say it's a bhakti sanskar? It's jnani sanskar which bhagats want. Bhagats want vision to satisfy that they've seen God, their special deity, whereas we are gifted with the vision. So it's a gift from Baba. There is any gift from Baba, how can I say it's bhakti?
One person is asking, if somebody in a center is making a mistake, and the instrument says, keep seeing the good in the soul, keep seeing the good, don't see the weakness. But then, you know, you keep having good wishes, the behavior is not changing. In fact, the behavior is becoming worse. So this is also bhakti, you know, to keep saying, have good wishes, and you're not doing it.
I don't know why people are thinking everything bhakti. Because if the instrument is not sickness of other and having good wishes. It's not a bhakti. But it's not also right. Because I think instrument has at least once or twice draw the attention of a student who is not doing right thing. Tell that this is not right. And then, rather than having negative vision that, oh, he's not changing, I don't think he will change, it's good to have good wishes and pure feelings for anyone.
Okay. Someone else is saying, in bhakti we have fear for God. Some Brahmins also have fear of Baba.
It is bhakti sanskar continuing. But we should have fear of Dharamraj
Okay.
so that we are able to perform charitable karma, righteous karma, and not sinful karma.
Okay. Today I went for prayers to my auntie's home. Is it okay to do arti with them? Out of respect, no?
Whenever we go to temple or lokics for prayer or arati, just to respect them, we perform it physically, not with our heart. Because when I was touring in Africa in 1972, I used to give talk in temples, or Sunday public program, public prayer used to be conducted in hall. And they used to do arati. And I used to join it. Sometimes I had to do physically also. And it's just to respect them. Because if we respect them, they will respect us. If they offer prasad, I take prasad, but I don't eat it.
Yeah.
I give it to someone else who has faith in prasad.
Yeah.
I don't throw it away.
Yeah.
I gave it to servant or somebody.
Our BK ancestors, the pictures that we have, do they carry vibrations, or is this just bhakti? So you see the picture of Dadiji, Mama. Would you say they carry vibration, or is it just my mind?
No, it's our bhavana.
Well, this is the next question, Didi, the difference between bhakti and bhavna.
क्योंकि bhavana, because when we are sitting in front of Brahma Baba's translate, it's the bhavana, love, that we feel Baba is giving me drishti, Baba is looking at me with love. So my bhavana brings that vibration or feeling.
So somebody from the Philippines is saying there is a cultural way of speaking in Philippines where we call some elder po. Po. Like in Japan they say san. No? So in Gyan we address everyone as brother and sister. So should we break this tradition or culture and say bhai, bhen, and not san, po, or whatever is culture for the country?
So in the country, suppose in Japan, they will add san at the end of name.
Yes.
So Japanese can continue saying Mizue-san, Hitomi-san. That's no problem.
And in Malaysia, they say po,
Whatever.
whatever. Yeah, okay.
So Malaysia, they can tell whatever
Sorry,
they
Philippines,
want.
Philippines, yeah.
It's up to individual, because I don't think Malaysia, they say that. They usually say Brother Lachu
Yeah.
or Sister Meera. So they are calling brother and sister. Or in Singapore, they don't call Tan. Only Wee Chow calls him Tan Wee Chow. But others, I don't think they call with Tan. So it depends on the country's culture and custom.
So not to force to change the culture if that's the way it is. It's natural. Last question, I think, Didi. Is it okay to taste the food before offering to Baba? Some people say you should, some people say you shouldn't.
Taste.
Yes, different people have.
Tasting of food before offering to Baba is okay, because in Madhuban also they do taste before offering, because I should offer to Baba food which is at least have got enough spices and salt. Because I wouldn't eat without enough salt. So we usually taste it before offering.
Yeah,
Finally,
that's it. Yeah, I think.
Om Shanti. So as you can see, I have gained 95% of my health. 5% is still remaining. So my health is good. Everything is going along drama in Madhuban and everywhere in the world. So let us have 5 minutes powerful meditation for world peace. Om Shanti.
Didi, can I take leave from everyone? Because I won't be here. So, Om Shanti, everyone. I'll leave for Abu Dhabi next Friday. And Didi will have many more sessions with you, and many instruments will come and help her. So, enjoy your Gyani Yogi discussions.
And
Om
we will
Shanti.
continue Saturday class with Suman helping me.
Om Shanti.
तेरी याद में मैं मगन हो गया हूँ। तेरी याद में मैं मगन हो गया हूँ। न जाने मैं किस लोक में खो गया हूँ। न जाने मैं किस लोक में खो गया हूँ। तेरी याद में मैं मगन हो गया हूँ। मेरे दिल से सुनता हूँ, क्या मैं मुख से तू पहले ही सुनता। दिल की बातें तू दिल से सुनता, कहूँ क्या मैं मुख से पहले ही सुनता। तेरे प्यार की इंतहा अब कहाँ है, गगन से धरा मिल रही ये जहाँ है। तेरे प्यार की इंतहा अब कहाँ है, गगन से धरा मिल रही ये जहाँ है। गगन से धरा मिल रही ये जहाँ है। परम शांति के सिंधु गया हूँ, तेरी याद में मैं मगन हो गया हूँ। प्रभु या खुदा या सखा क्या कहूँ मैं, जो भी हो तुम बिन रह ना सकूँ मैं। प्रभु या खुदा या सखा क्या कहूँ मैं, जो भी हो तुम बिन रह ना सकूँ मैं। तुमसे ही दिल के सभी रिश्ते नाते, चलूं मैं तुम्हारे ही संग हंसते गाते, संग हंसते गाते। तेरा ही था बाबा, तेरा ही हो गया हूँ। न जाने मैं किस लोक में खो गया हूँ, तेरी याद में मैं मगन हो गया हूँ। तेरी याद में मैं मगन हो गया हूँ, तेरी याद में मैं मगन हो गया, तेरी याद में मैं मगन हो गया।
Om Shanti, goodbye or good night.